Science in Stories. Level 2, The Magic in Pottery. Author Nida Hinueta. Illustrator Casper C. In a village far away lived little Aski and her Ambi in a small house on top of a hill. Ambi is busy every day, observed Aski. Like clockwork every morning, Ambi fetched a basketful of Dilka Asta dug from the shores of the Simsang River. A curious Aski looked out of the window and wondered, what is Ambi doing today? Aski watched her Ambi under the scorching sun as she pounded and hummed at the Dilka Asta. 1, 2, 3 we pound, 3, 4, 5 we ground, and 6, 7, 8 till you're found. Till what is found, Ambi? Asked Aski as Ambi peered into the grounded Dilka Asta. The unwanted bits, little Aski. These little things can cause cracks in a pot while baking, you know, explained Ambi as a curious Aski peeked into Ambi's palms. Growing more curious, Aski asked, "But what's the point of all of this, Ambi?" "There's magic in remembering what our ancestors did, little Aski," said Ambi. "Come, I'll show you," said Ambi as she held Aski by the hand to a little shed beside the house. Ambi opened the little shed and Aski was transported to a world of pots. Aski gasped, "You made all of these pots, Ambi?" There were pots, cups and vases of all shapes and sizes lined up across shelves. Everything seemed larger than life. How could Ambi make everything that is in this tiny little shed? Wondered Aski. "I made all the pots and vases with these," said Ambi, gesturing towards her hands. "These hands hold the knowledge of your great, great, great Ambi, and it shall pass on to you." "We must give thanks to the Simsang River for Dilka," explained Ambi, handing a blob of wet clay to Aski. "Roll it like this to build the walls of the pot." Aski heard Ambi whisper under her breath and her ears perked. "Are you talking to me, Ambi?" she asked. "No, little Aski, I'm talking to the Dilka," replied Ambi. How strange, Aski thought. Ambi then took a gilirong to smoothen the edges of the pot, all the while speaking to it. You have to speak to the Dilka. Tell her a story. I always find that the better the story, the stronger the pot, shared Ambi. And that is the magic of molding Dilka, passed down from your ancestors, little Aski. As Aski attempted to make a pot, she wondered, what story should I tell the Dilka? Aski did not know what story to share. She could only think of a time when she was the happiest. I hope you like my story, dear Dilka, whispered Aski as she started molding the clay. The final test of pottery is firing the clay pots, explained Ambi, as she took both her and Aski's pots to the fireplace, where she placed them on top of wood logs. She set the fire ablaze and whispered words of blessings. Together, Ambi and Aski sat and watched the pots glow. What did you whisper to the Dilka? Asked Ambi. Aski gazed into the fire and shared, I told her about the time Sisa and I went to Simsang. She was trying very hard to catch a firefly. And she ended up falling right into the mud. I couldn't stop laughing. It is one of the last memories I shared with Sisa before she left for the city, Aski recollected. Lost in her thoughts, the fire crackled and it brought them back to the pots. And they are done, Ambi said as she stoked the pots out of the ashes. Aski watched carefully. Her breath held as Ambi took the hot red globes from the fire. As Ambi splashed cold water on the pots, the steam rose and an oddly shaped pot revealed itself. It didn't break, little Aski, said Ambi with glee. I did it, Ambi, I made it, exclaimed Aski, proudly looking at the smoke rise up. Does this mean I now have magic in me, Ambi? Asked Aski, hugging the pot she had molded. You do, Aski, Ambi responded. Also, now you carry history in the palms of your hands, whispered Ambi. Indian Sign Language narration by Saumitri Sindhu, English voiceover by Gayatri Kulwadi. Courtesy Story Weaver by Pratham Books. Content produced by Uniki.